For the past few weeks, I've been running a map making competition for my indie game, Grapples Galore. I've done this once before, and it allows the community to have more input on the game's development and leads to more fun and unique maps for players. The way it works is I give players 2 weeks to make a workshop map based off a specific theme. Then I play through all the submissions, and the winner gets their map design put into the official map pool of my game. I also remake the winner's map art so that the map pool looks cohesive. The winner also gets their username put somewhere around the map as credit, and Steam keys to all of my game's current DLC. For this competition, I updated the map creation tools a bit. The biggest change I made was allowing players to add custom skyboxes, so I'm pretty excited to see what players do with that. Each map in my game has some unique music, so before I announced this competition, I had to start by making a little track that players could use for their maps. After that, I started the competition. The theme I decided on for this competition was cover. I then had to wait 2 weeks for people to make their maps, so in the meantime I made my own map. I wanted a very vertical map, so I started by grayboxing some skyscrapers. Initially I had a few skyscrapers, but I cut the map down to only one because otherwise the map felt a little bit too big. For my game, big maps just kinda lead to less action and more janky feeling grappling. Then, I made some art. I also added some interior hallways, little window cleaner boxes, and a crane as well to spice up my map a little bit more. After the art, I made some music for my map as well. Maybe this is recency bias, but this is one of my favorite tracks I've made so far. I had just watched The Social Network before making this track, so you can definitely hear some influence from that movie's soundtrack. I also updated the main menu a little bit so that the character customizer is directly in the main menu. I noticed there were a lot of blue guys in public lobbies, which means a lot of people didn't even touch the character customizer. I don't know if I prefer this new menu design, but at least it fixes that issue. I might need to tweak the animation for the guy in the middle here though, because he looks a little bit ominous as is. At this point, the competition was done, and there were 7 submissions this time. It was looking like there were only going to be 4 maps, but 3 maps were submitted within just the last couple hours. All of the maps you guys made were great. There were some really creative and fun designs, but the one that really stood out to me was Feast. This map was created by 2 players called Kevin and Fatboy. It has a super unique setting and a really fun design. It's also very different from all the other maps in the official map pool, which I think will make it a great addition. Because of this though, the art was a little tricky to make at first. The oversized objects made finding a nice level of detail for 3D models pretty difficult. The original had this really cool, colorful skybox as well, but I felt like that would have made it feel a little too different from the other official maps. Eventually I landed on this look. The map needed to also credit the creators, Kevin and Fatboy. The original design had Fatboy Pizza written on a pizza box, but no mention of Kevin, so I asked him how he wanted me to credit him. He said they had initially planned to have a soda can of Kevin up, but didn't have time to add it, so I added that, and here are how they both look in-game. I'm really enjoying these competitions so far. It leads to much more creative maps than I could have made alone. One thing I really like about these competitions as well is it's a chance for members of my community to learn and practice the basics of Unity. It makes me super happy to see more people get into game development, and thank you so much to everyone who participated.